I hope you like this look. I hope you like this look. I hope you like this look. What up? What's going on, Beauty Bees? It's me, Byron Shears, your gay best friend, and welcome back to my channel for another makeup tutorial. I'm really excited about this one. So, backstory, Mac had a Star Trek event, and I'm a freelancer for Mac, just in case you guys did not know. And I wore this look for one of the days that I was booked for the event. And I got a lot of compliments on it, like a lot of compliments on it. No one asked me to do a tutorial on it, but because I got a lot of compliments on it, I figured I would give you guys a tutorial on this look. It's relatively easy. It is a reverse. It is a reverse smoky eye, just using blue, and it's a really good way to use color. So you can use this technique with any 3 color combinations that you want. So if you want to do gradient purples, you can do gradient purples. Gradient greens would be awesome for fall. Purple will also be gorgeous for fall. But yeah, this is what I wanted to do today, and I hope you guys like it. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I thoroughly appreciate it. And I want to say that I reached 100 subscribers here on YouTube in like a month. Like, how awesome is that? Like, that's so bomb. I'm so excited. Thank you all so much for subscribing to my channel. You absolutely have no idea the impact that you have caused on my life. And I just want to say thank you so much. So let's keep growing. If you have any comments, positive feedback, they're always welcome here on my channel. I love when you guys love up on me. I want to love up on you, and let's love up on each other. Let's build a community. So if you have any positive feedback, positive comments, don't be afraid to leave them in the comment section down below. If there's any looks that you want to see, any questions that you may have, don't be afraid to leave them in the comment section down below, and I will respond. I do read them all, I do approve them, and I will get back with you. So I'm not going to keep rambling. I will say this though. If you want to stay in contact with me in between my uploads, feel free to do so on my Instagram, on my Twitter, Snapchat. I'm now on Snapchat, but I'm still trying to learn how to do Snapchat. But I did build a Snapchat. I do have a Snapchat, and it is at Busy Bee. But I'm still trying to learn Snapchat. So, however, it's still in my mentions. So, if you guys want to stay in contact with me in between my uploads, you can reach me at Twitter, on my Instagram, on my Snapchat, on Pinterest. All of that is, Periscope. Not Pinterest. Well, I'm on Pinterest as well, but I'm still learning how to do Pinterest. I do have a Periscope, and I do use my Periscope. So you can reach me on my Twitter, my Instagram, my Snapchat, and my Periscope. All of that is at Busy Bee, and that is right here. And if you're on Facebook, I'm Byron Shears on Facebook. Send me a friend request, and get to know me. I hope you guys really like this look. This look is kind of dramatic though. This is not necessarily, for somebody weak at heart. Like, I try my best to make my wings identical. I'm not even sure if they're identical or not, but it was just kind of different, difficult for me. That's it. That's all I have for today. I don't want to keep rambling. It's me, Byron Shears, your gay best friend. And thank you for stopping by. Later. Love and light. Alright, so let's jump right into the tutorial. I've already done foundation, contouring, my base. I've done everything basically at this point except my eyes. And I'm thinking I'm going to keep the lips bare, but we'll see. So for this tutorial, these are the brushes that I'm definitely going to use. And of course, I always link down in my description box exactly what I use. So I studied a Z palette. It's a small Z palette, but never mind that. We're gonna use these two blue shades, and we're also gonna use this contour shade right here by Anastasia Beverly Hills. So the shades that we're gonna use is Freshwater, MAC Freshwater. Also, we're going to use MAC's Deep Truth, and then this was limited, so I'm really sorry about that. But this color is called Moon is Blue, and it was from the holiday collection from MAC last year. I love blue eyeshadows, so typically when I see a blue eyeshadow, I go in because I like blue eyeshadow. So from Anastasia's contour kit, I believe this is the dark contour kit. This is Espresso. So I'm gonna go in with my 224, and I'm going to place that at the very bottom of my eye and smoke it down. And I don't care if a little of that powder kind of, you know, gets all over the place. I'm going to leave the rest of that powder down for fallout. I'm also going to take this espresso shade and just place it just in the crease of my eye and just kind of blow it out a little bit. I'm going to go in with the lighter of the blue shades, and I'm going to take the Morphe E13 brush and apply it underneath the eye. If you're using a color like this, just be a little bit careful because it does have sheen to it. It's not a flat blue, which, I mean, you could definitely use a flat blue. I personally don't have a flat blue, and I'm gonna pop glitter on top of this anyway, so it'll all kind of like mesh together. But I'm just saying, just be a little bit careful because eyeshadows that have sheens to them can just be a little bit tricky to use. I find that they don't buff out as well as a matte shadow. So to go back and forth and to get complete gradients, I want to take my color switch and try to remove the product off. Take my color switch and I'm gonna remove some of that espresso color off of my 224. So I'm gonna go back and forth between the 224 and my E13 with this blue color. And bring it down as low as, you know, you like it. It's for your level of comfortability. I like mine pretty low. Now, because I don't want like lines of powder, now that I have my blue down and I have my espresso down, I'm going to swipe this powder away. And it just kind of gives us like a gradient effect. And when you get towards the end, you definitely want to pull it out. I didn't pull it out too much towards the end because that's where we want to have the darker blue. So I just pulled it down and just out a little bit. Now we're going to do the same thing with this eye. Apply the blue, pull it out, going back between the E13 with the blue and a clean 224, and then wipe away that excess powder, because at this point there really won't be any fallout. There, now that we have our first blue down and it's nice and even, yeah, it's pretty even. I definitely want to say this. So the reason why I used this color espresso from the contour kit is because it's brown. Now, my powder that I use to either bake or set my under eye with or sit down, it has like a yellow cast in it. I did blend my own powder, so I used powders from several different companies, and I just kind of like made my own shade because typically when I use a banana powder or buttercup powder, something of that sort, it pulls far too yellow on me and it doesn't really look good. So I do cut it down with a couple other powders, and it's almost time for me to make another one, so I'll probably make a video about that by itself. But I like to use espresso because, especially with doing certain colors, blue for sure, because blue on yellow makes green. So to make sure that my blue eyeshadow does not give a green cast where my under eye powder and my blue eyeshadow meet, I use the Express brown contour powder and I pull it out. So that way under my eyes looks blue and stays looking blue opposed to looking greenish or like greenish blue. So that's why I do that. Just to kind of let you know about that. So next step, NYX Sapphire. I'm gonna go in with Deep Truth by MAC, and I'm also gonna use a MAC 221 brush, and just ever so lightly, I'm gonna put it at the top of the brush, and make sure you knock it off because we have nothing to catch the fallout with. And you rather build it up than to put a whole bunch of product under your eye. At the end of the day, you just want like a nice blue gradient coming down. So for the start of the show, now we're going to go in with Moon is Blue. I love this color. This was from MAC Holiday last year, 2015, and it is just, it's just the best blue ever. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use it dry and then buff it out with our 221 brush that we just used. And then we're gonna go in and do some details with it and spray it with Fix. Then we're gonna go in and we're gonna spray it with some Fix Plus just to kind of intensify that color. With this, you definitely want to stay as close to the lash line as possible because what we're working on is we're doing like a gradient effect, which is why we use 3 different blues. Use this color to set the creamy eyeliner that we used right in the waterline. Now that the bottom of our eye seems like it's on cruise control, let's go in and do the top of our eye. Moon Spoon Urban Decay eyeshadow. It's one of my favorites. It's like a gray color with like silver glitters in it, and you can put it on really opaque or you can put it on really sheer. For this look, we're gonna do it really sheer because we don't want to take away from the attraction underneath our eye. So I'm just gonna pat my fingers inside the product, and I'm just gonna lay a little bit on my lid. Now with our clean 224, we're just gonna go in and kind of spread some of that product around. It's the 263. And we're going to take that Moonist Blue and we're going to load this brush up. In between tapping it, but I still want to load this brush up with product. Fix Plus spray. And I want to go in and I want to make a wing that connects the bottom to the top. So I want to start from the bottom and make that line really sharp. And then right where it starts to buff, I want to take it and go on the lid. Uh-oh. Perfect. I'm not looking for like a heavy Amy Winehouse wing, but I just want to bring what's at the bottom and kind of just bring it onto the top. I'm going to spray my brush again. And I'm going to use this just to crispen up the very front of my eye look. And I'm really satisfied with that. Ooh. In my makeup Shayla voice. So now that we have one eye down, let's do the same on the other eye. The struggle to get these girls even is real. So now I'm going to go in with Spandex from Urban Decay, the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter. And I'm just gonna line the very top of the wing to try to really sharpen it and perfect it. And I'm just gonna go right underneath the lashes. Just slightly, just because I want a little bit of shine, I want a little bit of sparkle, but I don't want it to be, you know, I don't want it to be too much. Just a little bit. So I'm going to use Twisted Lash Mascara for the top and Extended Play Giga Black Lash for the bottom. And for lashes, I'm gonna go in with my favorite drugstore lashes, the Eyelure, can you see them? The Eyelure Lash in number 126. We're almost done. So for highlight, I'm going to use two different shades. And that is going to be my Laura Geller Gilded Honey, and my Jeffree Star Dark Forest. Typically for this look, I probably would have just used a Laura Geller Gilded Laura Geller. Typically for this look, I probably would just use the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. But the thing is, I'm really scared to put it in the highlight areas that I would normally put it, because it's a highlight, but it has like gold undertones. It pulls like really beautiful gold undertones on my skin, but gold is kind of like yellow gold, and I don't want any of the blue to interfere and then make it look like green. Like, I don't want it to mix and look like green. So I'm gonna put Gilded Honey down the middle, and my Cupid's bow, well, the little bit you can see because of my mustache, but my Cupid's bow, I'm gonna use Gilded Honey there, and then Dark Horse just around the sides. And let's see what it's gonna be. Fix Plus. Ooh. Just because I want to keep full attention on the blue, I'm just going to go in with a clear lip gloss. So if you have clear lip gloss from MAC, you can use that. If there's a color that you feel like will be absolutely bomb with this look, use it. As for me, I'm just doing some really high shine, high sheen, clear lip gloss. This one is from LA Colors. So if you made it this far into the video, that means you watched the entire tutorial. I hope you really love the look. I hope you try the look. I hope you learned something from this tutorial. And hit me up on any of my social media platforms and tag me if you decide to recreate this look. For those of you that decided to share this on any of your media platforms, let me just thank you in advance. I thoroughly appreciate you. I'm so excited. I have 100 subscribers. Like, how dope is that? Like, that's so dope. You guys are so dope. I love my beauty bees to the moon and beyond. And as time progresses, we'll get acquainted with each other more and more and more and more. And I'm just so excited. You guys have absolutely no idea how excited I am. So if you like this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions or any positive feedback, please do not be scared to leave it in the comments down below. I do read them all. I try to reply to all of them as much as I can, especially right now. I could really reply to the comments. So if you have any suggestions, anything you want to see, any questions, any positive feedback, whatever, just leave it down in the comment section down below. And until next time, we can all come back and share this, honey. I'm going to say peace out, love and light from your gay best friend, Byron Shears, Busy Bee. And until then, be beautiful. Later.